Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert's Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. As we continue the road to SummerSlam, the 10 best Intercontinental title matches in SummerSlam history. Number 10 comes from 1997, a very iconic match. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Intercontinental Champion Owen Hart. Stone Cold Steve Austin got the pinfall victory. This is the match where Owen Hart did the Tombstone Piledriver on Stone Cold. Kind of fucked it up a little bit. Broke Stone Cold's neck. Of course, immediately, as soon as the incident happened, since the move happened, you could tell immediately what the fuck was going on, and that the fact that Stone Cold was scripted to win, and now it's like, ah, shit. So he just did a quick roll up. You know, Owen's standing there like, oh fuck, dude, I broke your neck. Quick roll up, 1, 2, 3. Kind of a fast count by the referee to kind of get the title to change hands till we figure out what the hell's wrong with Stone Cold. A month later, he was stripped of the title due to injury. He was out for a while. It was actually a pretty good match, I thought. 2 3/4 star. So number 9 comes from 1993. The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, defending this title versus Curt Hennig, Mr. Perfect. Shawn retained it in a countout. I gave it 3 star. Number 8 comes from 1989. The Ultimate Warrior, or as Sergeant Slaughter would call him, the Ultimate Puke. The Ultimate Warrior versus Intercontinental Champion Rick Rude. The Ultimate Warrior winning in a 3 1/4 star match. Number 7 comes from 2001. This is during the WWF versus Alliance era. The Alliance held the Intercontinental title with Lance Storm. Edge, representing WWF, beat Lance Storm for the Intercontinental title in a 3 1/4 star match. Number 6 comes from 1 year later, 2002. Rob Van Dam, the whole fucking show, versus the Crippler, Chris Benoit. Benoit losing his Intercontinental title to Rob Van Dam in a 3 1/2 star match. Number 5 comes from 2009 with Rey Mysterio, Intercontinental Champion versus Dolph Ziggler. Rey retaining in a 3 3/4 star match. Number 4 comes from 1991. We had Bret the Hitman Hart versus Mr. Perfect, Curt Hennig. Mr. Perfect lost his Intercontinental title by submission to Bret Hitman Hart in a 4-star match. Number 3 comes 1 year later in 1992. It came from Wembley Stadium in London, England. It was the main event of that card. We had the British Bulldog going up against his brother-in-law and Intercontinental Champion Bret Hart. The British Bulldog winning the Intercontinental title in his home country of England in a 4 1/4 star match to main event the only SummerSlam to be done in United Kingdom. Number 2 on the list comes from 1998. It was a ladder match. 2 of the greatest superstars of the Attitude Era, and even almost this era. It's amazing to look back. What is this? 19 years ago for the Intercontinental title. Triple H versus The Rock in a ladder match. Holy shit! The Rock putting his Intercontinental title up on the line. Triple H scampering up the ladder to retrieve that Intercontinental title. And a 4 1/2 star classic of a ladder match. One of the best ladder matches ever. And at TLC, you'll see my top 10 of ladder matches of all time. No spoiler, but I think the next one might be on it. It was a rematch. This is from 1995. It was a 1.5 years later rematch in a ladder match for the Intercontinental title. The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels versus the Razor Ramon. Things were a little different now, a year and a half later. The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, little bit better than the Razor Ramon at this moment in time. Shawn retaining his Intercontinental title in the ladder match, unlike at WrestleMania the year before, 1994, Razor won. That was a 5-star ladder match, WrestleMania 10. SummerSlam from 95 was only 4 3/4 stars. So, I mean, it was just a hit off. Not quite as good. I thought they were both about even. The 5-star I actually took from Dave Meltzer. He gave that a classic 5-star. I wasn't going to go against that because everyone knows that's a 5-star match. Like, if I would have said 4 3/4, I'd look like kind of dumb. But, I'm going to go with, what he said on that one. This one here was as equal, if not as good, to me. So that will wrap up the 10 best Intercontinental title matches in SummerSlam history. Stay tuned to Robert Sports Show for the best world title matches, and then the 10 best SummerSlam matches as a precursor to the preview of 2017 SummerSlam and the preview of 2017 NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3. This weekend, a lot going on in WWE. As always, thanks for watching the Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great night, have a spiffy night. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.